Okay, hey everyone, how's it going today? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another day. What are we doing today? Well, we're still working on this guy. And what is this guy? This is the Zaku Warrior, the Gundam Zaku Warrior Master Grade. This is the Lunamaria Hawke custom version. As you might see here by my little red pieces on my desk, we've already got some stuff accomplished. We've got the upper torso, head, and arms built, and last time we finished both legs. So the next part, let's see here, I think the next part is the waist. We've got our color pictures in the middle here. Waist. It is the waist unit. So that's what we're going to start on this morning. Let's see here. So I'm going to need A, B, C, D, G, H, H. Is that the alphabet? Not in my world, but in theirs it is. Let's see here. So we're going to start off with, I'm going to need D. We're running out of parts on all these little sprues. And again, it's really dark. Here, I'll do that. We're running out of parts on some of these. Like this is the only part left on the D tree. This is the other D tree, and of course, same thing, only one piece left. I need the C's. What are you? You are the C. I'm going to need that right away. This is, what are you? E1. So I'll just put that there. And this is B. B to B, B, B. Oh, there's that little ring. I'm going to have to do this. This guy here. Guys that always, these Gundam builders, these professional Gundam builders, always want to make those themselves. They don't like those ones that come in the kits. That's these little tube things. They just, for whatever reason, they don't like them. They think they look like junk. And they always make their own out of like brass tubing and stuff like that. Anyway, gotta remember to change my glasses out. I don't know if I'll get this thing done today. That would be pretty cool, but I don't anticipate it being finished. So I need number 8 and D8 and C18. So I guess I'm going to do this twice. Probably because front and back kind of thing is my guess. So I need that. And then I need the last part off of this one. D18 or D8. So, sorry you guys are going to hear the planes in the background because, well, it's nice and warm in my room today, and so I've got fans turned on and I got my window wide open. So, yeah, you're going to hear the planes taking off. Sorry, guys. This one's done. It's garbage. Okay, so this just simply goes in there. Does it go in that way? Let's go this way. This way, I believe, makes more sense. Tight fit. Very tight fit. Doesn't want to go in. Come on. You were perfectly willing to go in through the other direction. There we go. There we go. Oh, so that's gonna pivot to something when it's all together. I can already see that's gonna do that. Okay, so I need C16. Is this C? Yeah. 16 is this guy here. And then, oh yeah, see, I am doing this twice. Okay. And then our last piece off of this one. Another plane taken off. Thank you very much. Crow cawing in the background too. Yeah. That's the way things go. Okay, so this is like that. Now this piece looks like it goes like so. There we go. And then these two go together. It's funny, it says front. How do I know which is the front on this thing? There we go. So are these going to pivot together? No, they're independent. That's cool. I imagine that's going to be where the legs go in. I am assuming they're going to go in right there. Okay, so next, we do want this thing, which was on this piece. This is the B tree. Okay, and now I also need A23 and H17. A23. That's this guy here. And another plane taken off. Okay, there's that. I anticipate more of these being used, so I'm going to leave this kind of out here. H1, I need 7, 8, and 10. H1, what are we here? F. H1, here we go. So we're going to start with number 7. I don't know how visible these are going to be, so going to err on the side of caution and trim these away with the nub marks on them, so I'll have to clean them up. Oh cool, I got another Lunamaria Hawke figure right here. This guy here. Right there. Hey Lunamaria! Okay. Get my knife. You know, I was thinking about it the other day. Every now and then I'll go on my own YouTube channel and I'll just have a scroll through my videos to see which ones are more popular, which ones have more views, things like that. Which ones get more likes and whatever, and try and gauge a little bit on which one of my videos are more popular and what's going to be, you know, what you guys like more. What do you want to see, right? Now, when I first made the decision to start building some Gundams, I was kind of thinking, well, Gundams are really popular, right? Now, as a kid, I had no interest in Gundams at all. As a kid, I was in love with Transformers, but not Gundams. Because I looked at Gundams like they're just big robots piloted by humans. They're not alive. Transformers are actual living robots, and to me, that was cooler. So I didn't really have an interest in Gundams as a kid. But I knew they were kind of popular, and I just didn't know how popular. I had no clue. And so when I made the decision that, hey, I'm going to start building Gundams on my channel, I kind of figured they'll be pretty popular. But I had no idea how popular they would be. I'm trying to determine here which direction these are supposed to go. These actually have them almost. Do these bend? They do. Oh no, that ain't bending, that's wanting to break. See, they got... This isn't supposed to bend. I thought this would be flexible like those, but it is not. This is a solid piece. Okay. And they're telling me this should face this way. Okay. So this needs to go here. And then this goes on here. So where was I? So Gundams are popular, right? I never realized just how popular they are, but when I thought, well, you know what, maybe I'll build some Gundams for my YouTube channel here, and we'll see. I know they're popular, especially, you know, in Asian countries, so maybe I'll get some extra viewership, more than just guys interested in airplanes and stuff like that, right? So I figured I'd try that out. But you know, I did a little bit of research into the whole Gundam thing and realized, holy crap, they are super popular worldwide, and they bring in Bandai millions, if not billions of dollars a year in revenue. So I figured, hey, if they're that popular, I'm definitely going to start building some Gundams on my channel. What I didn't really realize at the time is how much competition there is out there of professional level Gundam builders. The biggest difference I've noticed, though, between what they do and what I'm doing right now is they don't show the painstaking process of figuring out how it all goes together. Yeah, they might show a nice clip, a superbly edited video of them taking all the pieces off the runners, and then they show their airbrushing techniques and everything like that. Show a little bit of final assembly. But that's about it. And I've noticed of my videos that I've put on YouTube, my Gundam builds. Well, so far I only have, this is only my second Gundam I'm building, but the viewership is lowest. I mean, my videos for comparing the F-14s and building Mavericks F-14 Tomcat has, you know, 3,000 views just in part one. And then like part one of my RX-72 Gundam, I don't know, the last time I checked it had like 12 views. So that's what we're getting to so far. We got 2 pieces on the waist. These are just, they're covers, right? Cover up the legs. Okay, so now we move on to the back, I guess. We want a 20 now. And H1 10. So yeah, I guess a little bit naive about the popularity of my videos in comparison to these people who've been building and assembling Gundams for years, and their ability to customize and yeah, I'll just leave it at that, to customize them. Compared to me, I'm just basically doing a straight build, applying decals and putting a clear coat on over it. With our little Zaku warrior here, I'm going to say Lunamaria, she got beat up quite a bit in the series, I think. So I think I might customize this in such a way that basically just shows some battle damage. Some paint chipping and stuff like that on this. Kind of like I would if it were a tank. I might do some weathering like that on this one. But I didn't do anything like that on the RX-78. Which is something that's a drawback to an anime. They don't really show battle damage, right? You would think the way they battle with these things, with mobile suits and that whole thing, these things would get damaged a lot if these things were real. And they would not look pretty at all. These are essentially military vehicles that are designed for warfare. And yeah, they go out, they get in a fight, they come back, and they get repaired. But what's the extent of their repairs? What's the extent of the repairs? How much damage is it? I mean, look at Shar Aznabul's famous, you know, he's the only one who actually kicked with his mobile suit. I think this tree is empty. We are done with this one. I mean, just watching, I watched the original Gundam series, and, you know, how many times did Amuro get in a fight and get beat up real good and come back and basically he's just got some scratches? I mean, I'm sorry, if Char in his Sazabi goes and kicks a guy right in the chest, there's going to be some denting going on, scratches, paint's chipped off. That's real life. But they don't draw that in the cartoon at all. So you kind of get the impression that these things are almost invulnerable. Okay, so we have all four of our little things now in there now. And now, it's going to go on here. And so this is the front. And so which ones are on the front? The shorter ones are on the front, it looks like. And they go into these little slots. Just like that. And then we got sides to put on. I need H1, I need 5 and 6. 5 and 6. They're actually going on the front and the back, but where they're located doesn't really matter. I'm trying to determine how to take them off the sprue here, just to determine how clean I need it to be on that edge. And although I don't want the nub mark really showing, it's not imperative that I make it disappear. So if I get a little bit of a nub mark there, that's alright. As long as it's smooth, it'll be good enough. So anyway, back on my little rant about battle damage. And when you think about it, if it were real life and we had moved on to the kind of battles that they have in the Gundam series, where, you know, our flying tanks actually come into contact with each other on a regular basis, our tanks would be a lot more beat up than they show in the show. Okay, so they got these pointed down, and it looks like this is going to go like this. I could have this the wrong way around, I don't know just yet. I think I've got it right. Just don't have it lined up. There we go. Yeah, see, so that little nub mark there, it's not going to be visible. So we got a little nub mark right here, if we get the light on it, right by my finger there. See that little pink nub mark? But when this comes down, it hides it. So it's not imperative, and it's going to be the same on this side too. Once I get it lined up, there we go. So those are on. Okay, next, H1 number 4. This guy here. This one might. Yeah, this one's not going to be hidden, so I want to make sure that I can get rid of the mark easily. So yeah, I think if you're trying to customize your Gundam to make it look as realistic as possible, unless you're building it to look like it just came off the assembly line, I think battle damage, scrapes and dents are what's going to be needed. And so I know in the show I did watch the Gundam Seed Destiny series, so I know there is a point where Lunamaria almost gets killed. But she makes it out all right, so no spoilers. But she does definitely, her Zaku takes quite a bit of damage. So, where are we here? Here. And we are going to go up into this spot. Somehow. Is that going to be on a hinge? They show it go woo woo woo, but how do you go woo woo woo? Doesn't seem right. What am I missing here? Why doesn't this one work? It's supposed to go there. Doesn't seem to want to fit flush at all. I don't know if that's right at all. It just doesn't look like it's sitting like it should. Maybe that is right? I don't know. I really don't know. I guess we'll see as the build goes on whether this piece is actually correct or not. It might be, it might not be. I don't know at this point. But that is done for now. So we got to move on. What are we looking at? We're looking at H1 and 2, and we want number 2 and number 3. So this is H1, so there's going to be an H2 somewhere, which I don't see another. Oh, maybe there it is. H2, there we go. Okay, so we want number 2 and number 3. Off of both of these. Two. Number 3. I want to see how number 3 goes. Number 3 is the hips. So this side's not really gonna. It's not really gonna be shown too much. Still, I want to make sure that's going to come off nice and clean. Since there's no left or right on these ones, so safely do that. Okay. This one's a bit of a challenge of where it is because it's in the middle of a curve. Still cleans up nice though. Still loving the razor. No complaints about this razor glass file. You know, it comes all the way from South Korea. Kamsahamnida, South Korean. Kamsahamnida. Alright, so now these things, they do go in a certain way. So we put the little guy down, and the little guy is what goes in this little slot. Right? I think that's right. Oh, snaps right in. Nice. Okay. So we'll do that with this one too. I'll have to clean that up there. Okay. Alright. Snap. Alright, so we got those. Now we need H11. We can do this twice, I guess. H11 and G15. So H1, there's two number ones, that's why. Okay, and then I need G1 number 5. You are C, E, F, G1, number 5. Okay. So, how does this go together? This sits like this, and then first we need to clean these up. Hindsight being 20/20, knowing what these look like, and the fact that they're going to be visible, I would have taken them off the runner a little better to try and not have them show. Okay, so that just goes in like this, like that. I see, and then it's going to go on here. And I suppose that's what's going to determine left and right. Because that little handle thing, if they want to call it a handle, is sticking up. Okay, so let's get another number 5. There's 2 number 5s and 2 number 6s. Obviously 5 and 6, just different directions. Okay, so there's the other 5. And then this will go on after I clean it up. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to have these facing down. The side that has the 2 nub marks, I want facing down so that I'm not noticing them when it's all together. And the side that has only 1 on it, I can kind of hide underneath this handle. But I need to do that with this other one. This is going to be my plan. I'm going to do it better with these other 2. Because now I've learned. I learn. See, I don't want that one. I want this one. Because now the nub mark is hidden underneath that little handle thing. So there we go. But this is not for this side, this is for this side. And so she goes just like that. And so this is going to be for this side, and then this one will be this side. But so I need my other 2 that are going to be on this tree. So now that I know better, I'm going to leave some nubs on this so they clean up nicer. And that's it for H2. Always taking care to cut away from my fingers. Although sometimes it may look like I cut towards myself, I'm really not. Or if I do happen to be in a situation where I can't really avoid cutting towards myself, I take care to cut with a lot less pressure. Okay, let's clean these up. And hopefully these look a little better. Yep, looks good. See, if I'd known these were going to be so visible, I would have taken the other ones off the trees better. But I didn't know, so I can only claim ignorance on that. There we go. Okay, so with that being on the top, I want to put it on this one. Okay, and then you're going to go on here. we go. So we got that one done. One is done. Right? One is done. Focus, please. Come on. There we go. One is done. Okay. Now we're going to clean this one up. Done. There we go. Looking good. And now put that with it at the top. There we go. Just like that. Okay, so those are done. Now they go on the hips. And so we got the front here. This is the front, and these need to face the front like so. So this can go on here. Like this. And like this. And it's kind of cool, it's kind of double hinged. So you can do this, or you can rotate the whole thing. I don't know how practical rotating the whole thing will be, but there we go. And now we put the legs on it. So I was right. And the legs going into these slots, these holes. Oh, I love that. Snap in there, good. Yes. She's got legs. All right. And then we put the top on. Spread her arms out a little bit. Just like that. Boom. There we go. Woo! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, calm down. So there we are. That's her so far. Look at that. Yeah. Focus on her. Yeah. Stay focused on her. To take autofocus off for a moment. Yeah. Looking good. Still don't have the hands done, but I'm waiting to do those. Alright, let's give it a bit of a pose here. So it actually stands up and looks good. Yeah. Sexy bitch. Yeah. Okay. That's done. Let's see what's on the next page. How long are we doing this? How long did it take me to build the waist? 45 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, let's take some of these. Now with the waist unit done, oh yeah, and with those rotational things that actually, I can actually move the legs back and forth for better posing and stuff. Yeah. Anyway, next, weapons. All right. Are you interested in your little weapons? You want to see your weapons being made? Okay. We B. B4. Before what? Shut up. Is that beef? This is E. No wonder it didn't look anything like it was supposed to. So this H tree is done, except for the little Lunamaria. So I'm just going to get her off of here. Be careful not to cut her arm off. There we go. Little tiny Lunamaria. Doo-doo-doo. And other than that, this is done. H1 is done. Okay, but I'm looking for E and B. I do need E1. I need E1 number 1 and 2. I don't know why it's got an exclamation. Pay attention to the part orientation when assembling. Okay. So we've actually got two, oh no, E1 number 2 and 3. Two. Three, but I need B4. It's G, F. Where's this gray one? That's J. I. B? Yes, B. B4. B4. There you are. Before what? Before I get mad. Alright. Here we go. So, I know I got a little bit of flash on this one. Flash? Yeah, flash. Flash. Because I didn't clean it up very good. Okay, so this is going to go into that. I guess it goes like this. There's a slot. Okay, there's the slot. It actually goes like this. There we go. Okay. And then this goes on top. Why do I have to pay attention? Because I'm only going to go one way. It's only going to go one way. And there we go. Okay. Now we take B12 and B11 and 12. Those are the two halves of the big gun. Or is it? B11 and B12, but that's 10 and 9. This is B. What? Oh. Never mind. I'm looking at the wrong part of the tree. Looking at parts that have been taken off already. Okay. Now, depending on how visible all these little marks are, because even on the black pieces, when you take it off of the runner, it turns the black kind of a light grayish color. And yeah, I've got the Gundam markers. I can always clean it up afterwards. So they want that facing the front as it sits there. It's going to go like this. No, it's going to go like that. It's going like this, so they want it that way. And it's going to sit in there. Like that, I guess. As we put the two halves together. Kind of floppy. I hope that tightens up. Because that's... oh. Slides up and down. Okay. Oh, they show you. Push it down and snap into place. Yeah, it did. Okay. B3 and B9. B9 right there. It's benign. I'm kind of excited to finish this. Not because I really want to see the output look, because now I've already got a really good idea of what she's looking like as a finished product. But I've got my tank, my Korean tank, that has been sitting there for a long time, waiting for me to build it. And she's been patiently waiting for me. And I'm finally going to build her. And I'm doing that after Lunamaria's Zaku is completed. Alright, is it Zaku or Zaku? I don't know. That's kind of cool. It's just going to hold it off like that. Be like... Anyway. Seems to be a little bit of a knot, so it does only go one way. Just like so. Okay. And then we got G1 number 7. G1. I gotta find G. That's J. G1 was white, wasn't it? Yes, it was. I need number 7. This little round guy. Goes on there, and it, like the other piece, only goes one way, just like so. Okay, now we go to E1. E1, E1, and we need 7 and 8. Seven. And 8. Okay, 7 and 8, nice and simple. Oh, it looks like we're building the axe. We're getting ready to. Okay, so there's that. That's the beam tomahawk. Yes. And now the shield. The shield, we go back to E1. We want number 4. Oh, we want number 5. 4, 5, 6. Six. And 5. Okay, so number 6 goes through here. And then number 5 goes on to number 6. That. Okay. It doesn't quite pull all the way through, but it pulls through to there. I guess that's going to slide. No, maybe not. Okay. Anyway, getting ahead of myself. E1. We got a couple of these. Oh, these are going to be spare ammo canisters. That's what these two are. I was just thinking to myself, why did they give me spares of these parts? Spare ammo for the beam saber. I guess it is a beam saber. Beam assault rifle. Not saber. Duh. The saber is the lightsaber. There was one. They only go one way. There's a little notch to make sure they're lined up, and that's that. So those are on there. And then we F117, which I think is this. That's G. I need F117. F1. That's the shield part. That's the shield part. No kidding. We're working on the shield. Stupid. I am starting to feel the end in sight as far as the build, the actual assembly. Can you feel it? I mean, we're getting there. I'm running out of trees. And I'm actually on the assembly of the actual Gundam is done, and now I'm on the weapons and shield, obviously. I'm starting to feel it, but there is one tree I haven't touched yet at all, and that's that kind of a grayish color one, and I think that's the backpack. Which is probably going to be next. I love this file. Have I said that enough times? I love this file. Okay. It looks like pointing out the fact that this hole lines up with something, but it looks more like have this rotated up now. And this doesn't have anything to line up. Maybe those pins. No. What does this line up on? It doesn't line up on anything. Because I missed a step. I gotta go G1 number 8. Went straight to this part. I forgot all about that. G1 number 8. This big guy. No wonder it doesn't work. Of course, see, I just cheat with the white pieces because, well, what's the white going to stress more? Is it going to stress and become more white? I don't think so. Okay. Now, this goes on here, and all of a sudden, hey, we got all these little things that are lining up. Look at that. How about that? And now, this goes on, and hey, we've got stuff we can line up. Just like that. Now we're getting a shield put together. Right. Now we've got a little nipples to put on. Nipples. Okay, I'll find that in a little bit, hopefully. F1. F1 and done. Including the piece that just came off my hand. Okay. Let's find my nipple. Where'd you go, little nipple? There you are. And that little piece that came off was nothing. One nipple cleaned. Two nipples cleaned. Okay. Now they are kind of marked and they only go in one certain way, which is nice. So even though I didn't pay attention to what numbers they do only go in one way. There we go. You want to see her nipples? There's her nipples nice up close. Focus on her nipples. There we go. Focused on her nipples. Okay. And unlike the RX-72, I don't have to worry about trying to get the shield in her hand because it just goes right in there, in the socket on her shoulder. Boom! And now the shield will always stay there. Yes! Okay. So, they want me to put the gun in her hand. Or, okay. There's this little thing sticking out. And on her butt, this can slide down. And she can store the gun on her back. That's a tight fit. There we go. So I can just store it there. So that's what I want to do right now, is just have it stored. Now let's take a look at her axe. The tomahawk. We've got the, this doesn't look like much of a tomahawk, but that's where these little clear pieces come in. Alright. This doesn't look like it actually goes anywhere, so kind of want it going like that. Let's see. Make it louder. Looks like this is only going to go in one direction. And that's that. So there we go. There's our tomahawk. Can we focus on the tomahawk is the question. Come on. There we go. Focused on the tomahawk. Yeah. Hack. So what I could do, there's no place, she doesn't store the tomahawk anywhere, so if I want her to have it on her, she's got to be holding it. But I kind of want her, the way I want to pose her is like in the actual box art. That's the pose I want to pose her in, kind of like that, right? I think that's a pretty cool looking action pose. Alternatively, I could do something like that particular pose, right? That one looks pretty cool too, right? So I might do something like that. One or the other, anyway. Because that's definitely the bigger gun that she's got. Which we're going to be getting into next, I think. Because now they're showing C2. This piece here is designed to go up in her crotch, for lack of a better word, for, you know, an action pose on a base. Okay, because the rest of C here is just the hands, That's all there is. Trigger fingers left and right, fists left and right, kind of open like gripping probably the axe, and then open palm. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different hand postures for her. But now is they call it the Gunner Wizard. The Gunner Wizard. That's an interesting one. I know it's been almost an hour, or it's pretty close, but let's get this finished. We'll just power through and get her done. So, we're going to need B and G and I and J and stickers. The stickers are a whole nother thing. Everybody knows how to put stickers on. So, J, of course, is this tree here. The one we haven't touched anything on yet. So, 13 and 14 is where we're going to start. Big canisters. So, because I don't know how this looks when it comes off the tree, I want to be a little careful. See, it does leave that little white mark, so let's see how that cleans up. Of course, I've got red on my thing, so it's leaving red dust. So yeah, so I don't want to have an almost white, so I'm glad I did this in that particular way, so I can clean that up nice. Okay. Go. These two go together. I2 number 4. This is working with some totally different trees here. So you still have a bunch of stuff on this tree, on the B tree, that I haven't used yet. Here's our I2. Number 4. Looks like a much brighter red, even brighter than the helmet. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, now this goes on this end. Which way do you go? You go like this. And then J8. J8, not you. Right, now this goes on top, and it looks like it's the same either way. It doesn't matter. It just goes boom. Right, it goes boom. Does it go boom? Feels like it's going to go boom. Boom. And then G1 number 10. Because hey, why not have more than one color? Just like that. A big dildo. No. G1 number 13 is the bottom of the big dildo. Just like that. I don't know. It's kind of like a big dildo. Anyway. Next. B. We're back in the B's. B, 17, 18, and 19, 20, and 21. 18, 19, 21, and 22. So these two go together. Like so. And these two go together. Like so. And they both go into this piece, which needs a little bit of love. Okay. Yeah, you're fine. So this goes on here. Is that right? Yeah. And same with this side. So, okay. Now we got to take B 15, 16, and 23 and assemble them. 16, 15. And 23. 22, 26. 5, 4, 3. I only show 123, but there are 2 here. Okay, so we take this guy, and we take this. And this is going to sit like this. Looks like that. Maybe. And then this goes over top. Okay, so like that. And now this goes on there, and then this goes into there and down into here. There we go. Just like that. Alright, and then we got to take B26, that's this pipe, this pipe go to this side, goes there, and there, like that. Okay, put this down for now. We're going on the other B23. Okay, and we want J 15 and 16. These two guys. Don't know if that will be exposed or not, so let's just do that. I don't know if I should divide my videos up, go from one part this is done and this part is the weapons is in its own video, because this weapons, just assembling the weapons alone might take an hour. And, you know, I don't like to do 2-hour long videos, so I might just divide them up. Of course, if I'm talking about it now, I'm probably going to be talking into the part 2 part about dividing my videos up. So, welcome to the weapons section of my videos, of my Zaku build. Okay, so we're going to take these, we've got to take this part and this part, and it's going to be sticking out. So it goes like this. And then this goes over top. Alright. And we take G1, number 11. Ah, this is that blue piece. This guy here. Remember in my last video, I was talking about the blue decal? And it goes there. Like so, just like that. And then we put this down for now. And we take J6 and 7 along with I2 number 5. Six and 7. Number 5. See, hindsight being 2020, I should have, you know, when I was cutting this off of there, I thought, nah, I shouldn't cut it off there like that. And now that I have, it's too late, and I've got discoloration. I can't get rid of it. Oh well. So we take this and we take this, and this is going to go like that. And then this will go like this. That's kind of neat, the see-through, and it's like the sight, it's red. Okay, I'm going to take G1, number 9, and it goes on the end here. In a second. It seems to go on as far as it. Okay. All right. And now that part's done. Now we take J2 and 10 and this piece. Looks pretty big. Which one's 2? This one's 2. Okay, so I don't have to worry about that part. I might worry about that one, that one, that one, and not this one. Okay, J2, and I want J10. Okay. Now I gotta clean this one up in like 4 places. I like how, you know, I've been doing this for over an hour. Probably close. We could probably get close to an hour and a half, and not a single person has said anything in my chat. I am live right now. If anybody wants to say anything, I'm more than happy to talk to you guys. Let's see, who's in my chat? Oh, there's 4 of you guys. Nobody wants to talk. Alright, so this sits like this. This piece is going to go in here. Snaps in nice. So obviously it's going to be able to rotate. Okay, and then this piece goes in. Now, how do you get locked in there? You get locked in. Right there. Okay. All right. And you just sit there for now. Now we need J4 and 5. You too. J4 and J5. Okay. J4 and 5 go together. Just like so. Looks good. Now these guys, they go up at the top here. I guess in there. This piece goes down here, upside down, It's going to go like that. It's going to be kind of weird looking. And then we take J11 and we sandwich it together. All right. Clean it up. Clean it up. Clean it up. It's the A-Team song. Okay, now we put it all together. This is a very unique looking rifle. That is cool. And it stows. Oh, that's cool. Okay. G1, 12 and 15. That was 12. And there's 15. Okay. Where exactly are you going? Going right there. That's where you're going. Boom. You go on the other end. Doot 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 doot. Bam. Okay. I-2 number 3. These two little long slitty. These two long slitty guys. Doink doink. 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 And doink. Okay, I-2 is done. We go on the sides. Upside down. Okay. just like that. And I need J11. 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 1. Just like that. All right, next page. There's a lot to this gunner wizard. We're almost done, guys. We're almost done. Okay, I need G1 circle thing. Number 14. Pay attention to the part orientation. Don't I always? No. That's why I do things wrong. Okay. And then that's it for this one. This guy is going to go into that little slot. Why wouldn't you pay attention to it? It's got a slot on it that it's only going to go in on one way, so. J3, 9, and 12. Now, there's 12. I suppose with a good wash, like a black wash, you could hide some of these things. 3, 9, and 12. It's 9. You could hide, if you've got nub marks that just don't want to go away. It's 3. I do need 3. That's 12. Three looks like the same thing as 12. That's why I got a little bit confused there for a moment. Is J done? J is done. Our gray guy is done. Now I still have nubs that I need to get off of this thing. They gave me some extra nubs to clean off. Not sure why they felt that this was such a critical piece to put a bunch of nubs on, but we'll clean them up. Good. Alright, that one's done. I don't think I need to clean these up. So I think where the nubs were is hidden. As I proceed to clean them up anyway. Okay, so this guy, what orientation do we have here? This guy's going to go right on there. Snap in. And then these guys go down on here. And as suspected, the Dunmarks get hidden and disappear. Just like that. Alright. So there's our kind of rifle looking thing. Let's throw these in the garbage. We're almost to assembly of this gunner wizard. Let's see here. Back to the B tree. We want B 20, 24, and 25 times 2. So there's 20. 20 and 24. Might as well take both 24s off of here because they are the same. So are the 20s. And 25. And that's it for the B tree, I think. Yes, sir. B tree done. No more B tree. Ow, my knee tree. Okay, so we have to take this and snap this into place. Doesn't matter which way it goes. It doesn't look like it matters. Snap, snap. There is. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Cool. And then we put them together with this guy. The engineering that they come up with, I don't know. Okay, so we want this facing like this. Okay, like so, and like so. Okay, that seemed to be right. Now, we get the ball socket here. Nice. And then, here. So we have movement. I don't know what the purpose of this thing sticking out is. If it's going to lock in somewhere or what. So we don't have too much movement. Here. There's not a lot of movement there. I got a lot here. Not there. So anyway, now we come to a fun part. I haven't shown you these. So this came in the kit. Okay, it's like a flexible red fabric sock. It's not really stretchy. And then we got a wire. It's literally just like a single black wire. And so they call it mesh pipe. So they want this to go through there. That's easy enough. Okay. And now we need to put it in a couple of little holes. So there's one hole, well, I guess there. It's going to go there. Ah, that's why. That's where. Okay, so if we turn this around, that's what these are. It goes in there and it goes in there. And so the way they have it kind of goes up a little bit and then comes back down. And that's kind of how we're going to go. So we'll see how far this wire goes in there. I can put this sock on it at any time. Let's rotate this down. How far does that go in? Okay. I can put the sock there and simply just shove it it in until it don't go no more. There we go. Now that's a bit flexible. That's kind of cool. It's got a little red sock on there. It looks like a red cable of some sort, right? Okay, that's that. Now, they're showing me that I can take the helmet off and I can move her eye. That's okay, but I'm more concerned about getting this on her back. So obviously if this is on her back, I don't have room for the gun, I don't imagine. Well, maybe I do. If I rotate this, how do they want this? This going straight down, that. And that going out. So, that being said, yeah, so this gun gets in the way. This has to go like that. In fact, I can just do that for now, so that it's out of the way, so I can attach this. It is pretty tricky. Can I tilt the gun down? Yes. There's no definitive snap or anything. That's all right. Now the gun can come up. This can come out. She's got quite the conundrum here as to how to hold it. Does the gun tuck under? Let's see. Tucks under her arm, so let's bend her arm out. There. And then, how do I bring the gun up? If her arm's going to be like this, that's got to come forward. Oh, the joys of trying to position it. Okay, well, I'm going to have to work on that. and get this thing positioned proper. But you get the idea. I'm going to say we're done for now. Because I got to go eat something. And I've got weathering to do, and I've got decals to put on. So I'll do the decals first, and then I'll get into the weathering and panel lining and all that good stuff. But for now, that's what we're looking at. The actual assembly is done. The G1 tree finished, done. And the E1 done. These are both done. Finished. No more parts to assemble other than her fists. That's it. But I got to figure out how to get this gun tucked up under her armpit so she can actually grip it. Because having this thing sticking out is not realistic. It should be down, and they show it positioned like that. So I got to figure out how they did that. So that's going to be my challenge. But that's it. That's it for today, anyway. I'm going to call it a day and be done. Yeah, a little bit longer video than normal, but we got her assembled. We're just not finished yet. Obviously, there's more to do. I've got lots of decals to put on, and I got weathering to do, and panel lining, and all that good stuff. And trying to mimic some battle damage. I might even put in a dent or two. I don't know yet. That would just be involved with heating something up with a lighter, something metal, but let small, and kind of put dents in her here and there. And yeah, and it's kind of simulate some battle damage. So anyway, that's how she looks, guys. That is the Gunner Zaku Warrior with her big ass freaking rifle. I don't even have it unfolded here. And I don't have her. This slides up, I think, into position. I think, because it did slide down. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah. So we're getting there. We're figuring it out. I think this has to come back. Maybe, I don't know. Well, I'll figure it out. But yeah, that's it. So with that, I'm going to call it a day. I want to thank you guys for watching. Thanks for coming out. You guys who follow me on YouTube, you guys are friggin' awesome. Thank you so much. I'd love to build my Twitch more. I wish more people would come and watch me live, and I think that would be really cool. But it is what it is. You don't want to watch me live, that's up to you. That's fine. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care anyway. No, I do. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for coming out. So, figure out how to position this, get this gun in her hand properly. And next video will be doing the weathering. I'll do all the decals offline. That's pretty standard stuff, and I can just kind of do that relaxed, and a little bit here, a little bit there. But yeah, so thanks guys again for watching. Thanks for coming out. I really enjoyed it. This has been a fun build. Yeah, I've been enjoying it. I am looking forward to my next project though. That being said, I'm going to call it a day. So thanks again, guys. And yeah, we'll see you all in the next one.